So I titled this Dharma talk, Not Trying Too Hard. So an article in the New York Times caught my attention, and I think that articles that catch my attention are because they reinforce my views and experience. Probably not the best or motivation. Well, it's not a bad motivation, but it's good to know about other views and other experiences. But this article was written by a climber and a philosopher and the author of The Zen of Climbing, name of Francis Sanzaro. So the title of it was when I stopped trying to self-optimize, I got better. So reading from the article, and this is about climbing again. He was trying to climb these mountains. When I added determination, grit, self-confidence, desire, I failed. When I took away the desire for success, my body moved with greater fluidity and naturalness. I improved. I enjoyed it as well, which as an athlete for 30 years, I didn't think was possible. I discovered the power of subtraction. The tactic of subtraction goes against the grain of the so-called mindset revolution, in which it seems like everyone is adding this or that quality to their mental approach. The growth mindset, the abundance mindset, the gratitude mindset. But in this genre of self-optimization, if it can be called that, we are adding more and more duct tape to something that isn't broken, our mind, until it is so covered we lose sight of the beautifully designed machine underneath it all, and thus it becomes, in fact, broken. Sorry for the background noise. We're having trouble with our heater. That's going off the Dharma talk. The next day's meditation revealed this to me. Quote, try and get to what matters in my life. That was my, what I want to do. So that was like, I gave myself this assignment for my meditation. I didn't give it at the front end, but as soon as I sat down, these words came to me. Try and get to what matters in my life, what I want to do. What do I want to do with this rest of my life? And this prompt that I gave myself goes nowhere, but it does go into some real uncomfortable striving. Don't let it go. Don't try. Then I let it go. And I don't try. I just decide this is not working, this kind of striving. And then it gets better. And then I think maybe I am the disposition that I can't make things happen. Maybe others are better at it. So my meditation goes on. It wasn't that notable afterwards, but then I journal. And in my journaling, I remember earlier times in my life when I could do what I was told to do. In fact, I did it really well. I remember this childhood experience where it was a father-daughter breakfast at the synagogue, and we were all hypnotized by this professional hypnotist, this whole audience of people. And I was picked out because I became hypnotized, and they brought me up on the stage. I remember this so well. And then I was told this folding chair, this little metal folding chair, weighed 500 pounds. And I strained and I stressed, and for the life of me, I could not lift this chair. So that was hypnosis. I was told I could do what I was told to do. I was told it was 500 pounds. I did it. And then there was another memory that came to mind. And this was when I was in my graduate school program in psychosynthesis, which is a form of transpersonal psychology, not that popular anymore. And in this orientation towards psychotherapy, there was a belief in a self with a capital S, sort of this higher self. And I was guided in a meditation in which I totally assumed this higher self. I was told about it, and I was able to assume it. I used to be able to do what I was told to do. So as I journaled, I broke through this idea that I've always been this way, that this is who I am. That is that I'm someone who doesn't do very well with being told what to do. And it was really a breakthrough because I really saw how this myself, was fluid and changing, that I've not always been the same. And this view that I was always this person who didn't like being told what to do, I completely saw through it. So that's why I love and teach reflective meditation, because we can get to these more dharmic understandings. And they come in different ways. Again, in this time, not through the meditation, but in the reflection period. But wait a minute. I think I'm seeing through the lens of extremes or dualities or dialectics, as we call it in our book. This extreme of either I'm guided or just let my meditation and my life just arise more receptively. Might there be a middle path that I'm not seeing? Then I think maybe I am on a middle path. I was guided in meditation for decades, so some of that informs my meditation now. So what do you think about this? I've said it many times. I'm not sure who of you have heard me say it, but I've said many times that the mind is trustworthy. And that when you can't believe everything you think. That's not what I mean when I say the mind is trustworthy, but the mind does become more trustworthy with reflection and discernment. You become better at sorting through and discerning which thoughts are trustworthy. And sometimes that happens during the time of reflection. Sometimes it happens after that, when you're reflecting as you go about your day. So what about you? Which areas in your life do you want to be shown the way, a way? When you let your mind roam in meditation, has it been trustworthy? Has it revealed what you need to know, at least some of the time? Back to that morning's meditation. I think it actually did tell me what I was inquiring about, what to do with my life. The answer was not direct, but it was more that when I thought about in the meditation, I thought about turning this into a Dharma talk, and I felt a sense of uplift. So maybe my answer for now, provisionally, is to continue to teach, to continue to write talks, to continue to write in general about the Dharma and think about it as well. Okay, so